the word, YouTube? It's your boy, Coach TDOT. They subbed me out. But I'm back in the game, Coach. I'm back with some more heat for y'all boys, man. So check it out, chat. We're going to get right into it today, man. All right, so look, G. Today we're going to be reacting to 1991. Michael Jordan was a god? Now, we all know 91 was Mike's first championship year. Mike was coming different, G. You know? But we going to really see how he was coming for real. You know, they probably going to break down to us how he overcame them obstacles. You feel me? But look, chat, for all my new viewers, I don't fake none of my reactions. All my reactions are live. And we going to watch this shit together. You feel me? Man, let's get right into this thing, man. Y'all already know how we coming, man. We not just the best in the city, but the best in the world, G. Without further ado, there's Mike.
And the Chicago
Let's get it going.
Their first
Hey, make sure y'all smash that like button. Let's do it.
ever NBA championship.
First ring to Chicago. Let's go.
1991, 11:47 p.m., The Forum, Los Angeles. For 7 years, they called him the most talented player who couldn't win when it mattered. 7 years of playoff heartbreak. Swept by the Celtics, destroyed by the Pistons, always falling short. 7 years of watching Bird raise banners. 7 years of Magic smile after another championship. But on this night, something fundamentally shifted in the universe of basketball. This wasn't just a championship, this was a coronation. This was the night Michael Jordan stopped being mortal. The criticism was over. The doubts were dead. 7 years of can't win the big one, erased in one magical run.
Man, I know that feels good. Hey.
For the ball. Michael going to work.
Hey.
Jordan past Petrovic.
He didn't just beat opponents anymore. He transformed the very concept of what basketball players could be. He turned physics into poetry. He made winning look inevitable. And if you weren't there to witness it, sit down, lock in, because I'm about to show you what basketball looks like when a man becomes a myth. To understand the deity Jordan became in 91, you need to understand the mortality he shed. See, from 1984 to 1990, Michael Jordan was a spectacular failure. Oh, he could score. 63 against the 86 Celtics. He could fly. Every night was a highlight reel. But winning, championship winning, the numbers were brutal. Multiple first-round exits, 3 straight conference finals losses to Detroit, 0 finals.
Hold on, let's see. Hold on. Final, you bugs lost. Okay. Damn, look at the points per game though, Chad. This shit is crazy, bruh. All right, so his first year he got bounced by the Bucks. Okay, first round. Second year Celtics averaged 43 versus they ass. Next year he got bounced by the Celtics again, averaged 35. Beat Cleveland first round, lost to Detroit second round. Damn. So it's like each year he was getting further and further, folks. Damn. Detroit beat his ass 3 years in a row.
Appearances, 0 rings. While Jordan was creating posters, Larry Legend and Magic were creating legacies. Bird, 3 rings. Magic, 5 rings. Jordan, 0 rings, and a growing reputation as the greatest player who couldn't figure out how to be a champion.
Damn.
The Detroit Pistons made it personal. They didn't just beat Jordan, they punished him. Chuck Daly's Jordan rules were simple. Hit him again. Make him lose his cool. Make him distrust his teammates. Make him human. And it worked. 88, loss in 5. 89, loss in 6. 1990, the breaking point. Loss in 7. with
Damn.
Scottie Pippen's migraine game becoming a symbol of
Oh,
Chicago's
yeah.
reputation. But watch what happened next, because this is where mortality ends and godhood begins. 15 pounds of muscle, not just weight, armor. Jordan spent the summer of 1990 rebuilding his body with one purpose: to never be pushed around again. His trainer, Tim Grover, later said, Michael didn't want to get bigger, he wanted to get angrier. Meanwhile, Phil Jackson was rebuilding Jordan's mind. The triangle offense wasn't about limiting Jordan, it was about making him omnipresent. Instead of guarding one man, teams now had to guard a system powered by the most dangerous player alive. Before the triangle, 5.9 assists per game career average. In 1991, 11.4 assists per game in the finals. That's not evolution, that's mutation. And then there was Pippen, no longer the kid with migraines, now a 6'8" defensive destroyer who could guard anyone from point guards to power forwards. Jordan finally had a running mate who could keep up. Horace Grant became a rebounding machine. Cartwright provided veteran toughness. Paxson turned into a sniper from the corners.
Dale Cartwright, fool. How you push him and you move back? Look at this.
Cartwright provided veteran toughness. Paxson turned into a sniper from the corners.
Soft
This
ass
wasn't
push,
Jordan
man.
and the Jordanaires anymore. This was a team built for war. But make no mistake, they all orbited around one sun. And in 1991, that sun went supernova.
Uh-oh.
From
Uh-oh.
opening night, something was different. Jordan wasn't hunting for points, he was hunting for perfection. First game, 31 points, 10 assists,
Oh my gosh.
8 rebounds against the Sixers. Complete control.
Hey, that's how you come out and start. That's how you set the tone for some shit, G. First game of the year. So I already know this year finna be vicious, G. We finna see how else he was
10
coming.
assists,
Bro.
8 rebounds against the Sixers. Complete control. The Bulls started 13-3, then went 25-5,
Oh.
then 41-9. This
Damn.
wasn't just winning, this was systematically dismantling the league's confidence. Teams were beaten before the bus arrived at Chicago Stadium. Watch the tape from that season. Really watch it. Jordan had added a post game that was unguardable. Too strong for guards, too quick for forwards, too smart for double teams. He'd catch the ball 15 feet out, feel the defense, and know exactly what they feared most. Then he'd give it to them. From the post, 58%. Mid-range, 54%. At the rim, 67%.
Merge.
There was no safe space, no defensive scheme, no
Look
answer.
at the footwork, fellas.
Safe
Look
space.
at it. Look,
No
he
defensive
shimmy
scheme.
step through.
No
I
answer.
like it, Mike.
But here's what separated 91 Jordan from every version before. He made defense sexy. Averaged 2.7 steals
Give me
while
that.
barely gambling. He'd study film like a professor, memorizing every player's go-to move, their comfort zones, their panic
Look at that
buttons.
shit.
Clyde Drexler said it best. You'd think you had him beat, then realize he wanted you to think that. Jordan wasn't just playing defense, he was playing chess at 100 miles per hour. The old Jordan screamed at teammates for missing shots. The 91 Jordan, he'd pull them aside during free throws. Next time down, set a harder screen. I'll get you a better look. Leadership through precision, not just passion. By March, the Bulls weren't just winning, they were performing. Every game was a clinic, every quarter was a statement. They finished 61-22, best record in the Eastern Conference.
Damn.
Michael Jordan, 31.5 points per game, 6 rebounds,
Jeez.
5 assists, 2.7 steals. MVP, scoring champion, first team All-NBA.
And first team all defense? Like, bro, what the fuck? Bro, peak Mike G. This has never been seen or done before, bro. Like, for real, bro. Like, imagine SGA. Like, SGA already in the points category. This damn near look like SGA stats. Obviously, we know, I'm not saying SGA is Mike, folks. But at the same time, him being a best offensive player, nigga, he was one of the top 5 defensive players in the league, bro. I'm surprised he didn't get defensive player of the year this year, too.
first team all defense. But regular season excellence meant nothing to Jordan. Not anymore. He'd had MVPs, enough scoring titles, enough individual glory. He wanted Detroit. He wanted magic.
Come here, stupid.
He
Blow by.
wanted them all to bow. May 19th, 1991. The Palace of Auburn Hills. Piston fans came ready for another Bulls execution. They brought brooms, expecting a sweep. They'd get one, just not the kind they had imagined. From the opening tip, you could see it in the Pistons' eyes. Confusion. Jordan wasn't avoiding contact. He was initiating it. Lambier's cheap shots, Jordan absorbed them and smiled. Rodman's mind games, Jordan ignored them and scored. Thomas's trash talk, Jordan responded with silence and buckets. Game 1 final score, Bulls 94, Pistons 83. But the score didn't tell the story. This was psychological warfare, and Jordan had already won. Chuck Daly later admitted, "We knew in the first quarter of Game 1, our edge was gone. Michael wasn't that kid anymore. Game 2 was a horror movie.
Grown-ass man now.
Jordan didn't just beat them, he dissected them. 35 points on 74% shooting.
Look, bang, hand in the face.
74%. Against the team that invented defending him. But watch how he scored. No wild drives hoping for calls. Everything was calculated. Footwork perfect. Shoulders squared. Follow through textbook. He was beating them with fundamentals. And that hurt worse than any dunk. Game 3 in Detroit. The Pistons' last stand. Their crowd was vicious. Jordan sucks chance from the warm-ups. Security had to escort Jordan's family. This was Detroit's house, where dreams went to die. Jordan's response? 33 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. But forget the numbers. Watch his demeanor. No emotion, no celebration. Just cold, methodical execution. Like a surgeon who's done this operation 1,000 times. By the fourth quarter, you could see it. The bad boys were broken. Lambier stopped throwing elbows. Rodman stopped talking. Thomas looked like he'd aged 5 years in 3 games.
They was defeated, bro. They was defeated. Like this is what y'all gotta understand about basketball, bro. The mental edge is the main key component of dominating your opponents. You feel me? Like Mike, he started getting tired of that bullying shit, bro. So that summer, like they said, he went to Tim Grover, started getting strong and shit. So him getting in that weight room and him working on his game, just being persistent over time, and he already understood what type of team Detroit was. He was just getting mentally prepared for that shit, bro. Because you know, after a while, G, you got to sock the bully in the mouth, folks. We tired of getting bullied around here, G. Mike was tired of that shit. You know, I'm glad he overcame it, though, bro, man. Because this looked like he matured. He learned from his mistakes. And he overcame and beat the bully, bro. You feel me? And I feel like that's the hero's journey, folks. Every man should have that journey. Like, you gonna always get knocked down, put to the ground, folks. Motherfuckers gonna talk shit about you. They not gonna believe in you. You gonna be losing, just losing. But all of that losing should encourage you and build you up to want to keep going, folks. Don't let it just discourage you and now you just, oh, I'm going to quit and feel sorry for myself. Fuck that, man. Be like Mike.
And then came the moment that defined an era's death. Game 4. Bulls up, 115-94. Clock winding down. Thomas gathers his troops at mid-court. They turn toward the tunnel. They walk. No handshakes. No acknowledgement. No respect for the new king.
Losers.
Jordan's response? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. He didn't chase them. He didn't yell.
Fucking losers, man. I hate niggas like this, man. How y'all gonna be sore losers, G? Like Isaiah, folks. I can never forgive you for this, G. Like y'all been pouncing on Mike all these years. Just getting him up out of there. Bouncing that ass. Just boom, bop, bing, bop. And now once the nigga finally beat you, folks, you can't even give him his respect? Huh? How that work, folks? You a grown-ass man, G. You acting like a kid right now, folks. And you was the captain. You was the leader of this shit, man. And you allowed them niggas to just walked right past Mike, fool. Ain't say shit to Mike. Like, that's some whole ass shit, G. That's some whole shit, fool. Mike congratulated y'all after every time y'all bust his ass. I seen video footage of it. Mike coming up, shaking y'all hand. Good game. That's good sportsmanship, folks. But y'all don't want to give him his credit when it's due. Y'all some hoes, man.
Didn't gloat. He just stood there.
I don't like Isaiah
watching
Thomas
the
to this
former
day for that,
champions
G. I
slink
don't care if
away
he from Chicago.
like defeated gladiators leaving the Coliseum. In the locker room, while his teammates celebrated, Jordan sat quietly. Scottie Pippen asked him why he wasn't more excited. Jordan's response: "We haven't won anything yet.
Job not done."
4-0 sweep. Jordan, 29.8 points, 5.3 rebounds, 7 assists per game. Bulls outscored Pistons by an average of 17.3 points.
Swept they
The
ass.
bad boys were dead. The Jordan rules were obsolete, but the real test was coming. June 2nd, 1991, Chicago Stadium. Michael Jordan versus Magic Johnson. The Prince versus the King. The future versus the present. Except nobody told Jordan he was supposed to wait his turn. This wasn't just a finals. This was a coronation waiting to happen. Magic's Lakers, Showtime's last dance, Jordan's Bulls, a dynasty being born. The basketball world held its breath. Game 1, Chicago Stadium. The energy was nuclear. Jordan came out hunting. 36 points, 8 assists, 12 rebounds.
Sheesh.
A complete performance. But the Lakers had one more Showtime moment left. Sam Perkins hitting clutch threes. Worthy finding creases in the defense.
Oh my gosh, come here.
Final. Lakers 93, Bulls 91. But here's what scared the Lakers. Jordan didn't look frustrated. He looked intrigued. Like a chess master who just saw his opponent's best move and already knew how to counter it. Phil Jackson told the team one thing. They just showed us everything they have. We haven't even started. Game 2 was when the Lakers learned what playoff Jordan really meant. Not the spectacular Jordan, the surgical Jordan.
What do you do?
Game 2, the Lakers came out desperate. More physical, more focused. They actually led at halftime. Phil Jackson's calm message to Jordan: they're showing you too much respect. Remind them why. Third quarter, Jordan drives baseline. Perkins and Divac converge. Jordan goes up with his right hand, sees the contact coming, and then
that was the most unnecessary
switches to his
layup
left
ever.
hand
Fool.
in mid-air.
Hey, real time. I think why he
Sees the
did it,
contact
folks.
coming, and
He
then
probably took off about to dunk, but like while he was mid-air, he probably realized he wasn't gonna get all the way to the rim, folks. Like that had to be the reason, G, because I can't see him just going up in the air, folks, and just switching hands. Like I know Mike was a showman, folks. That layup was raw as hell, though, folks. I can't count, chat. You know, but his ass just doing too much right here, folks. Like I
Jordan
said,
goes
unless
up
he ain't
with
think
his
he was
right
gonna
hand,
slam that
sees the
motherfucker.
contact coming,
Look,
and then
that had to be why, G. He was too far away. He took off too
he
far.
switches to his left hand in mid-air. Not around the defenders, through them. The ball kisses the glass and drops. Chicago Stadium
It looked
explo-
weaker from this
through
position.
them. The ball kisses the glass and drops. Chicago Stadium exploded. 20,000 people losing their minds. Not because of a home team basket, but because they just witnessed something that shouldn't exist. That play broke the Lakers' spirit. You could see it in their eyes. How do you game plan for someone who
Damn!
invents new possibilities?
Tax that
mid-flight?
ass.
Game 3 in Los Angeles. Series tied 1-1. The Forum. Magic's house. If the Lakers were going to seize
Dang.
control, it had to be done here. They threw everything. Zones, box and one, switching defense. Jordan's response, perfect balance. When they overplayed him, he facilitated. 13 assists. When they sagged off to stop his passing, he attacked. 29 points. A masterclass in reading defenses. Game 4 was Jordan at his most terrifying. Up 2-1, smell of a championship in the air. He could have coasted.
Oh my
Instead,
gosh.
pure aggression from the opening tip. 28 points. But more importantly, complete control. He wasn't just trying to win, he was trying to demoralize. Game 5, June 12th, 1991. One win from history. The old Jordan might have pressed, forced shots, tried too hard. The God version, he orchestrated a symphony. 30 points on 11 of 25 shooting. But the 10 assists told the real story. He was everywhere. Skip pass to Paxson in the corner, 3. Drive and dish to Grant, dunk. Post up, draw double team, find Pippen, layup. With 3 minutes left, up 15, Jordan caught the ball at the foul line. The entire Lakers defense sagged towards him.
I love
he looked
it,
at
bro.
them, all 5 defenders cheating his way, smiled, and hit Paxson for another 3. Game over, series over, 7 years of
Sheesh. Hey, y'all could just tell the way Mike was playing, like at this point, that he didn't learn that all of that wild shit just going 100 miles per hour, that shit wasn't gonna work, folks. You gotta slow down, Mike. Play with some pace, good step throughs, footwork. Like, I understand, like, that nigga was definitely getting busy, like, when he was younger, G. Young Mike, that nigga was getting busy. You feel me? But, like, this Mike, he more mature, G. He understand the game. He slow it down for him, Mike. Good jabs, like, step throughs. Come here, coach. You know? It wasn't all that wild 100 miles per hour shit no more. We don't need that, Mike. You feel me? Finding your teammates, playing the right way. That's what we need. You know? I'm glad you started to understand, Mike.
When the buzzer sounded, Jordan didn't jump, didn't scream. He just walked to the ball, picked it up, and headed to the locker room. The celebration could wait.
Happy
This
as hell.
moment was his. In that tiny visitor's
Pops.
locker room in Los Angeles, Michael Jordan, the man who turned weakness into strength, failure into fuel, finally let go. 7 years of can't win the big one, 7 years of watching others celebrate, 7 years of questions. Gone. All gone. 5 games, Jordan. 31.2 points, 6.6 rebounds,
Jeez.
11.4 assists per game, 2
Damn.
steals, 55.8% field goal percentage. Finals MVP, unanimous. Here's what nobody understood yet. Winning the championship didn't complete Jordan, it unleashed him. See, before 1991, Michael Jordan was a basketball player. After 1991, he was a global corporation disguised as an athlete. The night commercials stopped selling shoes and started selling dreams. Air Jordan wasn't footwear, it was a belief system. Believe you could fly, believe you could win, believe you could be
Them
him.
motherfuckers cold.
Within
What's
months,
them, cherry
believe you could
12?
fly,
Cherry
believe you could
13s for them bitch. I need to give me a pair of them, folks.
win. Believe you could be him. Within months, kids in Barcelona were doing tongue-wagging layups. Teenagers in Tokyo were wearing baggy shorts. Courts in Cairo had makeshift Jordan posters. This wasn't American cultural export. This was basketball imperialism. And Jordan was the emperor. The numbers were staggering. NBA ratings up 20%. Attendance records shattered wherever the Bulls played.
Damn.
Jordan's salary, $2.5 million. His Nike deal, $20 million. His
Damn.
impact on the league's value, immeasurable. David
Nigga,
Stern later
he was
admitted
making more money
his
from
impact
Nike than the
salary,
NBA?
$2.5 million. His Nike deal, $20 million. His impact
Shit.
on the league's value, immeasurable. David Stern later admitted, Michael didn't save the NBA, he transformed it. We went from a league with drug problems and tape-delayed finals to must-see global entertainment. That transformation has a name, Jordan. But the real impact wasn't in boardrooms. It was on playgrounds. Every kid taking a jumper was suddenly leaning back, tongue out. Every drive to the basket ended with an attempted layup package. But
Alright, so since Michael Jordan is the league, folks, my real question to the NBA is why isn't Michael Jordan the logo, folks? Like, that's a real question. Why isn't he the NBA logo? Like, why the fuck is Jerry West still the logo, G? Like, I understand Jerry West been the logo for a long time, and the logo is actually a good logo. That it makes sense. It look good. You feel me? But nigga, if Michael Jordan transformed y'all league, why not make him the logo? Is it cause he black? No, like no bullshit, chat. Like, is it cause he black, fuck? Cause what y'all gonna wait till the nigga die for y'all to change him to be the logo? Which I would be cool with. Like, if y'all, you know, if once Mike passed away, then y'all try to change the logo. Alright, I understand, fuck. But man, I feel like y'all should have been did that shit. Like, once Mike retired, niggas should have put petitions in to make Mike the logo, fuck. If this his shit, he is the NBA. Look at what we talking about.
Basketball wasn't just a game anymore, it was performance art. Let's get technical for a minute, because calling Jordan a god is poetic, but understanding why requires analysis. Watch any Jordan footage from 1991. Notice something? Everything is fundamentally perfect. The footwork, always balanced. The release, identical every time.
Yep.
The defensive positioning, textbook, but at warp speed. Other stars had signature moves. Jordan had complete mastery. While everyone else was playing checkers, Jordan was solving basketball like a math equation. Same problem, perfect answer, every single time. That's not talent. That's 10,000 hours of obsessive preparation meeting the perfect moment. But physical gifts and technical skill only explain half of 1991 Jordan. The other half, the half that separated him from every talented player who couldn't win, that was all mental. Jordan didn't practice, he hunted. Every drill was game 7. Every scrimmage was personal. Teammates tell stories of Jordan turning simple shooting drills into competition.
That's
then
how you
refusing
become a
to
dog.
leave until he won. BJ Armstrong remembers, we'd be up 20 in a meaningless February game, and Mike would be furious because someone scored on him. He took every basket personally.
You got to,
every
bro.
single one. The preparation was psychotic. Jordan studied every referee's tendencies. Which ones called hand checks tight? Which ones let you play physical? He knew every arena's dead spots on the floor, which rims were soft, which courts were slippery. But the real edge was his memory. Jordan never forgot. You celebrated a dunk on him in November, he was dropping 40 on you in March. You talked trash in warm-ups, he was embarrassing you by halftime. Every slight, imagined, became fuel. Then there was the look. You know the one. Eyes narrowed, jaw clenched, absolute focus. When Jordan gave you that look, the game was over. Not eventually, right then. Because he decided you were going to lose. And his will was stronger than your hope.
A perfect storm, 191 was the beginning.
So why 1991? Why was this the year Michael Jordan transcended from superstar to superhuman? Simple. It was the perfect storm of preparation, meeting opportunity. Physical evolution, check. Mental maturity, check. System understanding, check. Supporting cast, check.
He was ready.
Chip on the shoulder, check. Every element aligned. The body was ready, stronger, more durable. The mind was sharp, patient but ruthless. The system maximized his gifts while hiding nothing. The team could finally hold their own. And the motivation? 7 years of can't win the big one had created a monster. The pre-1991 Jordan was reactive. He responded to defenses. The 1991 Jordan was predictive. He knew what defenses could do before they did it. The pre-1991 Jordan needed the ball. The 1991 Jordan was dangerous without it. The pre-1991 Jordan wanted to win. The 1991 Jordan expected to win. This wasn't just growth. This was metamorphosis. The caterpillar hadn't just become a butterfly. It had become a dragon.
A legacy what 1991 created.
Every superstar since 1991 has chased Jordan's ghost. Kobe's fadeaway, Jordan. LeBron's chase down blocks, trying to match Jordan's defensive impact. The idea that a wing player could dominate every aspect of basketball, that blueprint was drawn in 1991. The positionless basketball we see today, Jordan proved
Did he
it
just,
in
hold on, folks. Did this nigga just jump past, try to block it, and still blocked it with the other hand, folks?
The positionless basketball we see today,
Give me that shit.
Jordan proved it in 91.
Hell no,
The
folks.
positionless
Look.
basketball we see
Give me
today,
that.
Jordan proved it in 91. He played point guard, shooting guard, small forward, sometimes all in the same possession. Labels became meaningless when you could do everything at an elite level. But beyond basketball, 1991 Jordan created the template for athletic greatness. Work harder than everyone, trust the process, but never the competition. Turn weakness into strength, make winning an addiction, not an achievement. Every player who's ever studied film, who's ever added counters to their moves, who's ever visualized
Bro,
before
the
studied
footwork
film,
is
make winning an
ridiculous,
addiction,
chat.
but never the
I don't think y'all
competition.
seeing this
Turn
shit right
weakness
now,
into
man.
strength.
Look.
Make winning an
Oh my
addiction,
gosh.
not an achievement.
Elite.
Every player
Look,
who's ever
come here.
studied film,
Look at
who's
this
ever
one.
added counters to their
Whoop,
moves,
whoop.
who's
Step
ever
through,
visualized
stupid.
football games, they're all disciples of the church Jordan.
Hey, fo, I ain't gonna lie, G. Mike make a nigga want to go get in the gym, fo. Like, no cap. If y'all watching this and y'all real basketball heads like me, fo, and y'all love just watching the sport, nigga, say this shit don't make you want to go get in the gym and work on your shit, G. Make you want to work on all type of motherfucking jump stops, step throughs, spins, all type of shit, man. Hey, Mike, fo, hey, this nigga Mike, G.
Built in
Got a nigga wanting to
1991.
go to LA Fitness right now. Put in some work.
Michael Jordan in 1991 wasn't just the best player in basketball, he was basketball. Every possession was a masterclass. Every game was a statement. Every moment was history being written in real time. He didn't just win a championship, he broke the sport's old hierarchy and rebuilt it with himself at the apex. Not through politics or luck or timing, through sheer, undeniable, terrifying excellence. 1991 Michael Jordan, NBA champion, Finals MVP, regular season MVP, first team All-NBA, first team All-Defense, scoring champion, and transformed basketball forever. They say Jordan played 15 seasons. That's wrong. Jordan played one season, 1991, and then spent the rest of his career reminding everyone what they'd witnessed. The championships that followed, the records, the moments, all echoes of what he became when he finally broke through. Because in 1991, Michael Jordan didn't just become a champion, he became inevitable. He became immortal. He became exactly what we'd been told was impossible. Perfect. Jordan in 1991 was a god, and if you don't believe me, well, you weren't paying attention. But here's the thing about gods. They're never satisfied with one miracle. What happened in 1993? Jordan didn't just repeat, he evolved into something even more terrifying. He became vengeful. Want to see what happens when God gets angry? Subscribe, because 1993 Jordan makes 91 look like a warm-up.
Hold on.
By
did we react to this one
1993,
yet? I don't know.
Michael Jordan.
Let me just save it. Let me see. I don't think we reacted to this one yet. We're gonna save that one, chat. But bro, Mike was just, bro. This nigga, man. 91 Mike, y'all. That's the end of the video, man. How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling about that? Like, they say Mike had to turn his savage up, folks. You know? Man took everything serious. Ain't take nothing light, G. They say even in practice, this nigga would turn the shooting competition into Game 7 of the finals. Now, this for all my kids out there watching, or all my hoopers, G, or parents that got kids hooping. Like, that's one thing you got to emphasize to your kids, bro. Like, in order for them to really get to that highest level that y'all want them to get to, bro, they got to be the ultimate competitors, bro. Like, you can't be passive out here. You can't be one of these guys that only want to compete when you're going against weaker players and shit like that. Like, no. Compete all the time. Get used to just competing against whoever you're going against and whatever it is. Even if it's a conditioning drill, if it's a shooting competition, one-on-ones, like, bro, you have to get used to competing all the time, bro. That's how you going to develop that mindset that Mike had, folks. Y'all see they said Mike ain't like losing in nothing. So already that killer mentality combined with the hard work that he put in the summer before, combined with all the years prior that he was busting ass and just building that confidence over the years, them 7 years before he finally won, combined with the opportunity at hand for him to finally win and overcome his successors, or whatever you want to call it, predecessors, whatever the fuck, the motherfuckers that was busting his ass every year before he overcame it. The Celtics, the Pistons. You feel me? Them the only two teams that was really getting him up out of there, G. So, like, after all them years, bro, when it's not luck. What they say it is, it's when opportunity meets preparation. That's what success is, folks. It's not luck. You know, Mike didn't just get lucky. He didn't get lucky because the Celtics was finally out of the league. Like, because Larry was still in the NBA when Mike won his first ring. You know, Magic, he played Magic in the finals. Beat Magic 4-1. Swept the Pistons. So it wasn't luck. The nigga just finally overcame the people that was better than him before, folks. The ultimate hero's journey, bro. That's why I love Mike, G, because he overcame all them obstacles and rose to the top, G. That's all we can ask for greatness, you know. But look, chat, that's the end of the video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it, you know. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's your boy, Coach TDOT. I'm up out of here. I love y'all.